The breath is where it begins. Connection with the breath is the backbone of any yoga practice, and maybe the most important gift that you give yourself. We intuitively know that breath is the key to helping us find our way to comfort, calmness, and well-being. When someone becomes anxious or is in a stressful situation, we say, take a breath or breathe. Respiration is really the only basic physiological function that is under both conscious and unconscious control. If we don't think about breathing, we breathe. If we think about breathing, we breathe. Our hearts beat continuously. Our gastrointestinal tract digests our food. Our kidneys filter our blood and control our blood pressure. Our hair and nails grow. Our skin protects. Our immune system fights infection and disease. Our liver helps clean our blood as it moves through our body, and all these organs and systems work together to keep us alive and well. And we have little or no conscious control over any of it. We can do things to make these parts work better, such as exercising and eating right, but we can't just stop our heartbeat. We can't increase the rate at which we digest food with just conscious thought. Our ability to control our breath, or the rate at which we breathe, and how deeply we breathe in, is intricately tied to our ability to exert control over other aspects of our thoughts, feelings, and behavior. Our ability to use breath to regulate how we feel, how we think, and how we move through the world is a uniquely human quality. Breath can be a bridge between the body and mind, and breathing techniques are commonly used to cleanse, calm, and strengthen their nervous system, and thus increase vitality. Breathing is commonly used as an anxiety management technique. Breathing practices are also used as a tool to cultivate greater mental control over our emotions and our reactions to them. The use of slow and conscious breathing balances the nervous system, initiates the relaxation response, and grounds us. The nervous system is further balanced as we use our breath in coordination with the yoga postures and movements. Although these practices are subtle, they're very powerful. I will be your tour guide through these practices. We will explore cellular breath, a wonderful journey inward that allows us to stay present and grounded. 3-part breath, which helps us to move more deeply into our body, allowing us to calm our nervous system. Alternate nostril breathing, a practice that balances the parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system and is profoundly soothing. And Ujjayi, or victorious breath. It has been said that victorious breath strengthens and tones the nervous system. This practice will allow us to sip in the breath slower and wash it through us. The effects are deeply calming. I've also added a guided meditation. Cellular breath is this wonderful journey inward that keeps us present and grounded. This practice can be done seated or reclined. If you choose to do it seated, be sure to keep your feet on the floor. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. And let's begin by just noticing the breath. You'll notice the inhale, and you'll notice the exhale. The inhale is this beautiful expand, and the exhale is a bit of a condense. As you do this breath inquiry, you'll notice that some days it feels shallow, and some days it feels full and deep. It changes every day. We notice this without judgment. There's this level of acceptance of what it is today. We go back to the inhale and the exhale, and we notice that the breath starts to make its way through the nostrils on the inhale. and all the way through to the lungs. The exhale follows the same path out. And we just follow that for a couple of breaths, just inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, bringing in all this wonderful fresh oxygen, and exhaling out waste. Inhale again and fill the lungs with oxygen. From the lungs, it makes its way into the bloodstream. And then the oxygen makes its way to your organs and your tissues and every individual cell. Every cell in your body is expanding with this inhale. As we exhale, the whole body has this tiny condense, squeezing out waste and anything we don't need. We inhale again and we flood the body with this oxygen. Take it all the way through to every individual expanding and condensing cell. And exhale it all back out again. As we inhale again, we bring in more fresh oxygen and the body starts to absorb it as if it were a sponge. And the sponge fills. And on the exhale, the sponge squeezes out the unwanted and the unneeded. Take just a few more breaths and bring in this new and fresh oxygen and exhale out the unwanted and the unnecessary. Follow the breath in each time with all this beautiful fresh oxygen and then follow it back out and rid yourself of what we don't need. Allow your attention to come to the region around your heart. Still noticing this same inhale and exhale, and the very same expand and condense. I invite you to notice that on the inhale, this area expands, and on the exhale, how it condenses. In comes the inhale, and the ribcage widens a little. And we create space around the heart. Maybe each time we feel that expand, we can create some more space in this area around the heart. Can you imagine that this space around the heart is also like a sponge and it's absorbing all this wonderful fresh oxygen? As you inhale again, you bring in more and you create more space. And then on the exhale, release out the unnecessary and the unwanted. Inhaling again, we create more space in this area. It widens and expands. And we exhale and rid ourselves of everything we don't need. Let's take just a few more breaths and nurture this space around our heart. Allowing yourself to just follow that inhale and exhale, keeping your attention right around your heart. This practice has a wonderful calming effect on you. Please take a moment just to feel that. If you're reclined, please come around to sitting. Place your hands in front of your heart. Press your palms together and take a slight bow in the head. See if that brings you to a place that feels like gratitude. And just take a moment there and acknowledge something in your life you're grateful for. Namaste.